Hey guys, we're gonna play some Timeless Storm today. I've always been a pretty big Storm player. Ever since watching Reed Duke play Storm and Legacy, there's been something about just putting together a bunch of tangents of agony to win the game. A few about a year ago, I stopped playing Storm. Um, Timeless just became kind of insane, and the deck I was running before, the four Necropotence, four Dark Rituals. And then I was playing a blue card, Playline of Anticipation. So you could ultimately, end of turn, just uh, Necro for a ton and go on hold priority and just storm off at in a turn at instant speed. That was a long time ago. Now there's a lot of counter spells going around, so you could easily get blown up by a Dace or Force of Will. So that's kind of gone out the window. Also, Necropotence is a one of, so kind of hard to get that in your opening hand or kind of breaching into a Necro just because of the risk of counter spells. But anyways, we're gonna try to storm again. The deck's a little bit different. There's been a lot of new additions to deal with counter spells. We're gonna play Hexene's Vulture, which I think is a great addition to some counter spells. We got a lot of ramp, so we're gonna play four Dark Rituals, for Culling of the Week. For our creature back outlet, we're actually playing Rotten Reunion, which is gonna create a creature token that we can sacrifice to our Fallen. And the reason we're playing Sorcery is because we also have Passive Flames in the deck to Passive Flames. We got two Lightning Bolts to deal with annoying creatures. We got a ton of artifacts because we're also gonna. It helps us sacrifice an artifact or a token to besiege. And if we ever run out of gas, we could always um, besiege for a necro or a ring to kind of get us back 7 cards and just go off in any given turn. It's really interesting to play this deck because you're kind of trying to figure out what cards are going to win you the game before you die. So you constantly got to kind of keep an eye out on what your opponent's doing to make sure that they'll just beat you or kill you the next turn. We got a bunch of cards to cycle through our deck. Just draw cards just to kind of keep us going. And this is a best of one matchup, which is I don't really like best of one. There's a lot of broken decks that could easily be fixed in best of three. You could just sideboard to kind of stop whatever you're playing. For the sideboards, it's pretty generic. I got four duress just to deal with counter spells or um, show and tell. I think probably the strongest uh, deck in the format right now. If they show and tell the 15 mana drop that just makes you sacrifice all your. I forget the name of it. The Eldrazi guy that just kind of wins the game. Uh, we got four Bowmasters for all the blue decks that like to draw cards. I think this is a really strong counter to that. And four ley lines for the graveyard decks. We could also sack these for our besiege. And then three meltdowns. There's been a really annoying artifact deck that's been running around that creates a ton of artifact tokens. That's probably gonna destroy that deck, but um, we gotta keep in mind we do run artifacts ourselves, so that's kind of weird. But I don't know. I'm excited to see how this deck does. I'm really excited to play Storm again, and hopefully it works out. So let's give it a shot. Hopefully we can play Show and Tell or the Energy deck. That's also, I would say, the other best deck in the format. I wasn't sure if I should keep this hand. There was a whole bunch of nothing, but uh, the One Ring could hopefully get us to a lot of cards. I'm running the one surveil land, so in a turn the plan is to surveil and see what our draw's gonna be. At this point I see blue, so they could be playing show and tell. So gotta worry about counter spells. Yeah, we're just looking for land at this point, or an action card, Dark Rituals. So that's not gonna help us. I feel like if they show until next turn, we pretty much die. I think that's the issue with best of one matchups. Everyone's playing a broken glass cannon deck, which if you played best of three, you couldn't really get away with it because a lot of those decks have fairly strong sideboard solutions. I've never seen this card before. Um, Not sure what the opponent's trying to do. Figured probably just bolt it, get rid of it. Maybe they're trying to cheat out a card of their own. Not sure what they're thinking of. Alright, so we got a land. Let's cycle through our deck a little bit to get something going. Dark Ritual puts the One Ring on the field, which would help us. Hopefully you can't hear the rain in the background. It just started to rain pretty hard. And hopefully the basement doesn't get water. So I still don't know what I'm playing. Maybe it's a flash deck, or I don't know. Okay, it could be a flash deck. I don't think they run counters, so we should be clear. Drawing so it's kind of weird because this card doesn't do anything, but ultimately it makes our deck a 56 card deck instead of a 60 card deck. So it improves their odds to draw what we do want. I think I'm just gonna continue cycling through the deck. We're just looking for anything to generate mana, and I think we could win from here. I wasn't sure if I should cycle the Metamorphose or just draw two. Okay, one ring. I was thinking about counterspells to see if they had counterspells or not, but I kind of stuck to my gut. If they're gonna have it, they're gonna have it. Now this card completely wrecks our Besiege because we can't instant speed play whatever we look for, so we gotta get rid of it. Them bouncing our Mox is kind of annoying, but maybe they are playing counterspells. I don't know. So we gotta get rid of Teferi. I'm just looking for Lightning Bolt. We want to play instant speed Besiege to storm off a bunch of cards. I was thinking if I should play the Mox again. It's going to be safe for a few turns until they pick up the Fairy if I'm not able to kill it. But I think we got a lot of card draws to kind of go down a few cards. This is my first time making a YouTube video with commentary, so if you guys want to provide any positive, constructive feedback and not kill me, that would be awesome. Doomsday just came out in the format, which is interesting because it's missing a lot of. It's also a very strong vintage legacy deck, I think. Uh, Okay, so we don't need a graveyard to win now. We could just win. I think we could win from here. We need a mana though. We're short on. We need a dark ritual or something. Alright, just in case they had counter spells, we'll play our anti-counter spell card. If they kill it, that's fine. I think we have enough draw to kind of outvalue them at this point. It's just a matter of not dying. And it's kind of unfortunate. We played a really, I don't know what their deck was trying to do. I don't know if they could win in one turn. I think they gotta attack me to win. Um, and it's not the greatest test to see if Storm really works, but I guess we'll keep trying and see if we could get better matchups. Okay, so I guess they're a graveyard deck. They're trying to cheat something out. I have no idea what they're doing. Uh, Looking back at this, um, I recorded this video and now I'm doing the commentary, just for everyone's knowledge. I should have probably reunion that card that they were getting back. I wasn't paying attention. I guess I was just thinking of so many different things that completely slipped my mind. Um, but yeah, now I think we have enough mana to win from here. Dark Retro, yeah. And a Past in Flames. So yeah, I don't think we need the graveyard, but we have so much mana now that even if they counter some of our cards, we could probably replay them or figure something, a different path. So against fair decks, I think we could beat them pretty easily. We'll have to find some games against Energy to see how that goes. The biggest, I think getting comboed is probably something we really pay attention to, and counter spells. Uh, what are sideboards? Maybe we should sideboard something about to play show and tell. I don't know. I guess we just gotta get games in to see how this deck does. But I'm just excited to play Storm again. There was a period of time where it was just a waste of time. There was so many show and tell decks that just wrecked us, and the energy deck just got stronger. Like we just didn't have a shot. So I'm trying to figure out why they're even like what they could possibly do to stop us at this point. I can't think of anything, so we're just going for it. And this is kind of an overkill just to see, just to show the power of the deck. Like there's so many different routes to Storm. Um, and then I started thinking maybe they could gain life somehow, so we'll just kind of go for the overkill. If they would have countered the Past in Flames or gotten rid of the my graveyard, I think we still had plenty to just from with the cards we had with the Besiege. And the Tendrils is in my hand, so we didn't need it anyways. So yeah, then we're just going through the motions here. I don't know if you guys see any cards that could benefit this deck. I'm trying. I know there's other Storm decks. The mono red one that just generates a bunch of exile cards and plays from exile. Uh, I don't know. I just like I just want to win with uh, Tendrils of Agony. I don't know why. I just like that card. I don't even know what they're trying to do here. I don't think it matters. There's cards in the card pool that make you. It gives you Shroud. I don't think I've come across any of them, but that would be kind of an interesting. Like I don't know. I guess I would have to put the duress in. Or they got the ley lines. I forget the name that gave you Shroud. Might have to play enchantment, destruction. There's so many routes to go with Storm. I was counting. We're at Storm 18 right now, and yeah, we could have finished a long time ago. We could still keep going. We had more card draw, but I don't know. Strong deck. Hopefully, I'll get some more games in, and we'll test it against tier 1 decks. Thanks for watching.